Tonight, body cameras, increased diversity, and community outreach are among the main focuses of Fort Wayne Police. But whether they would change how they responded to protesters last summer, that remains still a mystery. Fox 55's Drew Fry explains the future of policing in Fort Wayne and what questions still remain.
A year after police clashed with protesters in downtown Fort Wayne, and 3 months after the Commission on Police Reform and Racial Justice outlined 40 recommendations, Fort Wayne Police Chief Steve Reed responded Wednesday morning.
The Fort Wayne Police Department, the officers that serve this community are here for this community, and will continue to be here for this community. We're taking the recommendations seriously. As you saw today, our responses to those recommendations, and we will continue to work on fulfilling that obligation.
In Fort Wayne Police's response this morning, they outlined plans to improve recruitment diversity, hire 2 new social workers, and give every uniformed officer a body camera. 100 of which they say will be ready by the end of this year. Michelle Chambers and the commission say Reed has been transparent and open to change.
The recommendation responses are right on target. I'm very excited about our police force going to be outfitted with our body cams. I'm very excited about the recruitment team that they put together, because that was a real big concern from our commission, the diversity of our police force, that we begin to have a police force that it looks like the community that it services.
Fort Wayne PD joined the 30 by 30 initiative to increase female representation and formed a new recruiting team to encourage diversity. They also highlighted Fort Wayne United and Procedural Justice as 2 programs that allow police and the public to better understand each other, something co-chair Joe Jordan says is crucial following last summer's heated interactions.
We all get emotional. We all get traumatized by what happened to George Floyd a year ago. I'm traumatized. But how do we take that energy to make sure that we can move the needle forward? I think this commission has started conversations around moving that needle forward. I think the city wants to move forward together.
But the commission says they'll have to wait to talk about police's response to last year's protests.
A lot of those details about that unfortunately cannot be discussed because there's litigation going on right now. So I'm looking forward to the day that all the litigations is done, and then we get to talk about how we respond to civil unrest, how we respond to protests. So I'm looking forward to that day as well.
Chambers doesn't know when those lawsuits will end, but she says the commission plans to meet with police again in 90 days to discuss their progress. In Fort Wayne, I'm Drew Fry, Fox 55 News.
Fort Wayne police say they're also currently in the process of hiring social workers for their addiction and recovery program. They're also negotiating to increase the base recruit pay in order to attract stronger candidates. But let's talk into 2 of the programs Fort Wayne police that you heard mentioned, United Front and Procedural Justice. One, it's a local organization. The other is a national group, and both have big implications here in Fort Wayne. United Front, that was a citywide initiative by Fort Wayne United. Its organization sets up sessions to help support and bring about change citywide. Procedural Justice focuses on how police interact with the public. Police department, their officers say the department's currently going through diversity and inclusion training through Police One, and they're implementing new leadership training through a program called Dare to Lead. Chief Reed says this is to all build trust and lead with empathy and connection.
We've had an ongoing procedural justice training which gives community members an inside look of why police do what they do in a given situation. It also gives us a chance to listen and understand why they may view officers a certain way. And then we can talk about it and try to get an understanding.
12 officers have gone through that Dare to Lead program so far, and 16 more are scheduled to go, which will last through the summer.